On today's video, we'll take a quick look at Toyota Urban Cruiser 1.5xi and we'll not waste too much time on it, as we'll share some tips as to what to do when and after you get hijacked and dealing with insurance companies after being hijacked. Without wasting any more time, welcome to Cars and Buns. My name is Dumi Cooper. Welcome to Cars and Buns. Toyota is one of the car brands that has a lot of variants, and I also see VW is copying that trend as well. But then today we are focusing on the 1.5xi Toyota Urban Cruiser, which comes standard with LED daytime running light and xenon headlights. The car is mated to a 1.5 naturally aspirated petrol engine with a power capacity of 77 kilowatts and 138 newton meters of torque. The car we are reviewing today is a 5-speed manual front-wheel drive with 48 liters of petrol tank and the consumption of 6.2 liters per 100 kilometers. There is nothing so special about this car, and I will not waste too much time on it, as you know my personal feeling and belief when it comes to these crossover cars. At least when you jump inside, the car is fitted with electric windows, power steering wheel, Bluetooth connectivity, park distance control, some USB ports, 2 airbags, which is very disappointing in a crossover car. It also comes with ABS and cloth upholstery. And for those who don't know what is cloth upholstery, it basically means that they are not leather seats, they are covered with cloth. The space inside is just okay, and at the back as well, nothing to complain about. However, I am so disappointed in the infotainment screens. I repeat, I don't really know what's wrong with these companies and their infotainment screens, because they look like cheap tablets that are bought Koshoponza Magula. I don't know, it's like somehow they were sitting and they're like, hey my friend, listen, I want you to deliver cheap tablets that I can put in a huge number in different cars and sell them for the sake of having infotainment screens. Come on guys, you can feel the lag when you touch these infotainment screens. If you're not going to put something that's classy, something that's worth the amount that I'm paying for the car, then just don't put infotainment screens. I'm okay with just my radio. I'll just buy a phone holder and have GPS, take my USB, put it inside and listen to music. If I'm bored, I'll listen to Ntate Tusomotau, problem solved. But at least with Toyota, the infotainment screen was nicely integrated into the dashboard, unlike other car brands that I want mentioned, where the infotainment screens look like an afterthought. You also have some manual knobs for aircon. The door bins are just okay, nothing to complain about, but do not leave your drinks in them or else you'll find a mess when you get there. Also, Toyota just decided to give passengers mirrors, while the person who's actually paying for the car gets nothing. People with 4 eyes also get some spec storages on top, and everything is just normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. I also just wish the price could just be ordinary. Now, let's just check the price. A low mileage 2022 Toyota Urban Cruiser goes around 270,000 rand in the second-hand market. So when you finance a 270,000 rand car with no deposit and no balloon payment for a period of 72 months at an interest rate of 16%, your monthly installment for the car will be 5,857 rand, plus 1,500 rand your petrol, plus 1,300 rand your insurance, plus 70 rand your tracker, and your total cost of ownership for this car stands at 8,727 rands. And the latest 2024 facelift models goes around 360,000 rands, so do the maths. As for me, the crossover cars are not my cup of tea, because they are not stable at high speed and they make you doubt your driving skills, and I also think it's best for city drivings and not long distance drivings. Also, petrol heads like me should stay away from these crossover cars, as they will make you hate cars afterwards. And some of you might be wondering why they see these beautiful images on the screen. No, relax guys, I just wanted to try something new. I want to show you guys how beautiful Free State Province is, as I'll be talking about hijacking and how to deal with hijacking during and after. I just want you guys to view how beautiful the Free State Province is and different destinations that you can go to in Free State. I don't want to depress you guys with cars that are involved in accident and people shooting each other. I just wanted you guys to see beauty while solving your problems at the same time. So let's get to it. What should you do during and after hijacking? The answer is simple, guys. Do not resist. Don't try anything stupid. Just give them the car and let them go. Your life is more precious than that car. I mean, South Africa is the most violent country. And according to South African Police Services stats from April 2024 to June 2024, there was 5,866,000 hijackings in South Africa. Just imagine, 5,000 cars gone in a space of 3 months this year alone. And out of this number, 50 people were murdered, 169 of them almost lost their lives, and only 17 people were lucky to live with minor injuries. So make the right decision. Also, in the unfortunate event that you are hijacked, it is important to remember the following. Do exactly as you are told by the hijacker. Do not attempt to challenge the hijacker or even lose your temper. Our colored brothers, I know at times you guys get pissed off and all that, but at this point, that's where you remain calm and listen to what the hijacker says. Do not even make eye contact with the hijacker, as they could perceive your behavior as a threat. Or they might think like, oh, this person knows me now, we must kill the person. Try to look down by all means. They must always see where your hands are. Make sure not to turn or make any sudden movements while you are with them. Do not reach for your purse or any valuables in the car. Leave everything in the vehicle as it is. Yes, ke bua le wena ka tiso. Always make sure that your phones are also insured and every single item that you have is insured as well. Lastly, try to remain calm at all times and do not show any sign of aggression. Do as they tell you to do. When the gun is unfortunately placed on your head, tell them, guys, it's fine. My phone is here. You can take the car. You can take anything. Can I please go out? If they refuse, they usually want to drive away to a point that they remove the tracker or they just throw you on the road so that you cannot do anything and then drive away with your car. It's okay. Just walk outside, run to a safe place, and then when you are at a safe place, yes, I am talking to you, Katlego. Always make sure that your tracker app, your girlfriend has access to your tracker app, your mother has access to your tracker app, your brother has access to your tracker app on their phones. Stop hiding your whereabouts. And some guys will be saying, no, but if my girlfriend has my tracker app on the phone, she will know when I'm at the lodge cheating on her. No, my brother, your life is more safer than you cheating on your girlfriend. Allow her to have tracker on her phone so that in a case where you are hijacked and your phone has been stolen as well, you are able to call and say, baby, listen, I've been hijacked. Go on the tracker app and report the car. Then they will immediately try to follow and get your car back. But then, if they do not get your car, it's okay. They usually pay, but we'll cover that at the end. So now, in the case of being safe, I want you guys to follow these tips as well. Firstly, check that you are not being followed. Always be extra vigilant when you are leaving malls, your work, or when you are heading home late at night. That is the most time when you are being followed, especially when you are going home. Make sure that you keep your emergency numbers on hand, such as security providers, SAPS, and your neighbors. In case you suspect you are being followed, then you can easily call those guys and say, hey guys, I'm being followed by so and so and so, and it makes it safer for you. Secondly, be vigilant at all times, especially in your driveway when you get home. Outside your home, there may be less opportunity for you to escape in a hijacking situation, which could make you a hijacking victim. Don't park directly in front of your gate. Wait in the streets and only drive in once your gate has opened. Also make sure your driveway is well lit, especially when returning home at night. It's okay to call your wife, it's okay to call your girlfriend, it's okay to call your brother, it's okay to call your kids. Please switch on the light outside. Thirdly, check the streets when approaching your home. When you are approaching your house, be extra alert by switching off the radio so you can be aware of your surroundings. Check your streets for perpetrators before you leave or enter your home. Rather drive around the block if you have any unsafe feeling and see unfamiliar pedestrians around. Be aware of the vehicle parked closer to your address, especially within 3 or 4 people inside. There could be hijackers observing the area. Be extra cautious. And then the fourth one, be aware when parking your vehicle. You could be in a rush when parking your car. but take a look around before exiting your car. And if you could see any possible or suspicious someone around, when it comes to sitting in a vehicle, never sit in your parked vehicle without being conscious of your surroundings. Sleeping in your vehicle can also be a particularly dangerous activity, as you can be caught completely off guard, so try to avoid sleeping in your car. Yes, it means if you know Kuti at home they are sleeping at night and you do not have a key, leave early, go get the key and then go back to the vibe, so that when you come back home, you have access to the house. The fifth one, keep alert when entering your vehicle. Have your keys ready, lock the doors immediately after entering the car, and close all your windows. Make sure you do not leave any bags, briefcase or any valuables inside the car. Rather place these items in the boot or out of sight or out of mind. Because even when they are there on the chairs, smash and grab is also there in the robots. You are still endangering yourself. And then the last one, know where you are going beforehand. To avoid getting lost in an unknown area, be mindful of areas where there are high crime volumes. Every area has its own high spot. Be careful of them and learn to cram them. When stopping behind another vehicle, leave enough space in front of your vehicle to make an emergency escape if necessary or from hijackers. Make a note of any police station in the vicinity. So let's go back to the insurances. If your car is untraceable, then Tracker will pay you 50% of the total value of the car, depending on how old the car is, right? You are sorted. So if your car is 300,000, you know that you have 150,000 from Tracker, and then you go back to the insurance. The insurance will cover the value of the car as well. So if the car is 300,000 rands, by the time the car was stolen, they check if the car is depreciated, and if the car is depreciated to 200,000, the insurance will give you 200,000. So you have 200,000 plus 150,000 rands. Then you can go buy yourself a brand new car. So don't always be aware, do not depend on those things, because sometimes you might lose your life in the issue of hijacking. Thank you very much for your support. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for the realest car reviews you can find on the internet.